Hi students, welcome to Smart Locus. In this video, we'll see few multiple choice questions from the chapter Transport in Plants. Study the diagram and select the right option. So see here, the diagram, the two chambers labeled are chamber A and chamber B. And here this labeled parts are nothing but solute molecules. So more solute molecules are present in chamber B and less number of solute molecules are present in chamber A. And while discussing solute potential, NCERT says the more the solute molecules, then more negative is the psi S, that is the lower is the psi S. So we can conclude that this chamber has more negative psi S. That means psi S is lower. This is less negative. So psi S more negative here, less negative here. What about water potential? See, for a chamber, for a solution at atmospheric pressure, psi W equals psi S. Psi W equals psi S. That means here psi W less negative, here psi W more negative. When a plant cell is placed in hypertonic solution, water moves out. That is, exosmosis takes place. And here, water moves out first from the cytoplasm, then from the vacuole, which leads into plasmolysis. Cell gets plasmolysed. Which one of the following correctly describes the path of water movement in roots? In roots, apoplast pathway, that is through cells of or in between the cells of the cortex. Then at endodermis, it enters into the cytoplasm by crossing the cell membrane. So apoplast, then crossing the cell membrane of endodermis, then symplast, then again it has to cross the cell membrane, and finally xylem. Pinus have dash association with mycorrhiza. Pinus seeds cannot germinate and establish in the absence of mycorrhiza. That means their association is obligate, that is permanent. In between the walls of guard cells, cellulose microfibrils are oriented. The cellulose microfibrils are actually radially. They are oriented radially. Radially placed cellulose microfibrils also helps in the opening and closing of stomata. Which of the following explains the correct sequence of phloem loading? In phloem loading, sucrose from source, that is from mesophyll, so from mesophyll, enters into companion cell, specialized parenchyma, then into sieve tube. So mesophyll, companion cell, sieve tube is the correct sequence of phloem loading. How many of the following are actively remobilized during senescence? This remobilization of minerals takes place during senescence. That means when the plant becomes or plant part becomes old. The elements which are actively remobilized are nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, sulfur. These elements are actively remobilized. Calcium is not remobilized. The active uptake of mineral ions is partly responsible for dash in roots and therefore for the uptake of water by dash. So say during the absorption of water, mineral ions are first absorbed by active transport, which will create a water potential gradient between root and the surrounding soil. Water moves from a region of higher potential to lower potential. So due to the absorption of solute, water potential decreases, lowers inside root. As a result, water flow, that is, water absorption takes place by osmosis. So, water potential gradient, osmosis. These are non-living conduits and so are parts of the apoplast. Here, this refers to xylem vessels and tracheids. In young roots, water directly enters into xylem vessels and tracheids. How many of the following are dependent on living systems? Here, simple diffusion is not dependent on a living system. Both active transport and facilitated diffusion depends on living systems. Both requires membrane protein. Active transport requires ATP also. If you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe by pressing the subscribe button below and press the bell button also to get the notifications. If you think this video is useful for NEET preparing students, please share it. Thanks for watching.